So when I'm talking about Weight Watchers, which I can't really knock Weight Watchers whatsoever, because it that was the go-to plan that we decided to go for. And for as it's a business, yes, they are designed to make money from you, because it all works on like a pyramid sales type of thing. But we're not going to go into the business side of it. I'm more concerned about the actual weight loss program itself. So yeah, very good, very brilliant, absolutely brilliant thing to do if you want to go into it. You get it's going into an environment where you're going to get encouraged, and you're weighing once a week. Ideally, you should weigh every morning, but some classes afternoons and evenings. Well, okay, we could talk about a little bit about that in later on. But yeah, it's fantastic. There's a fantastic group of people there. A majority of people that go to these things are women, and very few men. I'm only one of three men that go back and forth into this Weight Watcher place that I go to. So and they're very few and far between. But I went there to encourage the wife, and it works for me, and it's worked for Jane immensely. So I highly encourage you to go to like Slimtone or anything like that, Weight Watchers, Slimming World, anything like that, which will take you into an environment where you'll feel comfortable. There's people, like-minded people, that people are wanting to lose their weight, or they want their healthy living lifestyle. So highly recommend that. And I was actually watching a program last night, and they were discussing different dietary plans and things, and you can subscribe online and you can get these diet milkshakes and stuff to be sent out to you. It's a bit like that SlimFast stuff. Protein shakes, basically. They're protein shakes. They're flavored protein shakes and things like that. So you could save yourself some money and start using some protein shakes and things. But I'm not here to advise you what to do. I'm just telling you what I did. Now, as far as going back to this one is concerned, the only good thing about this is you're in with a group of people, and they're all there to help you, all like-minded. As I said, the mindset is very similar with everybody, because that's what you're there to do. You're there to actually lose weight and get a healthier lifestyle, which is the thing. But when you subscribe to something online, and you have stuff sent to the house, and you can have meals sent to the house, and all this other stuff, dietary meals, and you've only got you. So unless there's two of you doing it, it's very difficult, because one of the main things you've got to do above everything else is have the correct mindset. Now, I've said about this before. You've got to want to do something. You've got to want to stop smoking. You've got to want to be active. You've got to want to exercise. You've got to want to get up for work in the morning. And the same is to be said with dietary plans. So if you want to lose weight, it's getting that motivation. Even when people go to the gym, they'll get personal trainers, things like that, because it helps them to be motivated by that person. And it's the same, again, as I said, with these Weight Watcher groups that you go to. Everybody's in a like-minded set, which is good. So the main thing is mindset. We've got to get our minds right to be able to do what we want to do. That said, that the plan is okay, as long as you don't overeat, because they say nothing's off the menu. Everything, you can eat anything you want. You can eat anything you want, but you're limited to the amount you eat. So there's no point having porridge for breakfast in the morning, which on one plan is free, because the new Weight Watcher plans are split over 3 different colors now. So on one of the plans, I think it's the blue plan, porridge oats is free. So you can't have half a kilo of porridge oats in the morning and think, oh, it's not free. It's free. I can eat as much as I want. You can't eat as much as you want. You've got to eat within moderation. You've got to have the correct portion size. I think it's 60 mils of porridge oats is about 300 calories, I think, off the top of my head. So if you have a bowl of porridge, and a nice big bowl of porridge, you could be sitting on, with some fruit and things like that, you could be sitting on 400 to 500 calories just in a bowl of porridge. So these things we've got to be mindful of. There's no point eating 2 pounds of salmon, because it's going to be detrimental with the fat. Not saying you would, but I'm just saying is you've got to think a portion size. So everything is on the menu. You can eat anything you want, but you've got to watch the portion sizes you eat. So there's no point sitting there eating 500 grams of chocolate when you should only be having 1 or 2 squares of chocolate. It's the same thing. Same thing with porridge, the same thing with fruit. There's no point eating 6 or 7 bananas a day, because the sugar that's in the fruit is going to be detrimental to your sugar levels. So you've got sugar, you've got saturated fat, you've got natural fats, you've got carbohydrates, and all the other things that go with it, the salts. So you've got to watch these levels. And I'm now off the Weight Watcher plan, and I'm actually doing this myself with a calorie controlled app. So everything I eat, I watch my calories rather than points. So even though I can eat what I want to eat, what I want to eat is different to what I used to eat before. So whereas I used to crave for a McDonald's or a bar of chocolate or sugar in my tea, because I used to have like 3 or 4 spoonfuls of sugar in my tea at sometimes. Normally I'd have 2, but some days I thought, oh, I need a bit of extra sugar. I got a bit of a sweet tooth. So I don't do that anymore, because I choose not to. My mindset is totally different to what it was then. So the insight of dietary plans that I'm trying to say in this series of vlogs is that don't take things too seriously. Don't worry about losing 2 pounds of fat or weight a week. I don't lose fat. I don't lose weight. I'm gaining weight. I'm getting heavier now, because I'm in the point of my healthy living style that I'm doing some exercises with weights and things like this, and I'm building some muscle up. But my muscle is growing, so my weight is going up, but my body fat percentage is going down. I checked the scales this morning, because I got one of these magic scales you stand on, and my body fat has gone down by 8%. So, but my weight is the same as what it was last week. So I'm still holding the weight. My body fat's going down, my muscle's going up. So I'm just going to let my little Molly out before she starts barking. She was sitting on my lap as I was waffling to you there. So yeah, that's all I want to say today is pick a dietary plan that you're happy with, whether it's an online one or whether you get stuff delivered to the house, whether you are sharing the experience with your partner, or whether you go to one of these group sessions that like Weight Watchers or Slimming World. Whatever works for you works for you. Don't take it too seriously. Give yourself plenty of time in order to reach the goals that you want to reach, because you're going to peak and trough. You're going to have up days and down days, and the initial start of about 4 to 6 weeks where you're losing the weight at a great rate of knots, but then you're starting to your taste comes back, and I will talk about this again, but everything changes. Everything, your choices of food, you're sleeping better, you're tasting better, things that you wouldn't normally eat, you're eating. What a wonderful thing to be able to do to yourself. One of the most rewarding things that I've ever done in my life is to find a healthier lifestyle. Anyway, that's enough of me. I'll talk to you again on another vlog. So I'll see you then. Bye.